difference in height. A lot of the numbers across the board are identical, including a 71-inch reach for Hector Lombard and Rousimar Palhares. Let's go inside the octagon. Here's Joe Martinez.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live around the world from the Gold Coast Convention Center, Queensland, Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the UFC on FX. And here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds this scheduled in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner who brings a professional record of 23 victories and 4 defeats. Standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, he weighed in at the limit 186 pounds even. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, here is Rousimar Toquinho Palhares. And next his opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist who brings a professional record of 31 victories, 3 defeats, 1 draw, and 1 no contest. At 5 feet 9 inches tall, he too weighed in 186 pounds even. Fighting out of and representing Coconut Creek, Florida, USA, here is Hector Lightning Lombard. Referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
So Mark Goddard shares the octagon here with these 2 middleweight machines. Christy Jane McKeon here on hand as well. Rousimar Palhares
ready, guys.
And Hector Lombard. Do not blink, we are underway. The Fight Clock is brought to you by The Dark Knight Rises. Own it on Blu-ray combo pack or digital download today.
Oh man, look at this. The tree stump versus the fire hydrant. 2 explosive guys. Hector Lombard from American top team and Palhares from Brazilian top team. They have roots. They are from the same family, and that makes it even that much more interesting.
No surprise you see the physical similarities between these 2 guys, but in terms of what they'll be trying to do, decidedly different here tonight.
Absolutely. You know, Palhares is one of those rare Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu experts who doesn't really need to get on top of you to be effective. He's a guy who's content to clinch with you. He'll drop guard, and you can be tapping seconds later. Big leaping right hook from Lombard in the southpaw stance. 2 powerful guys here. Lombard known more for his striking and throws. Palhares, a guy who will try to tear up your leg.
The inside leg kick there for Rousimar Palhares. Hector Lombard in search of that elusive first UFC win. Trying to live up to the hype and the contract that brought him here to the Ultimate Fighting Championship, and you just see the explosion when Hector Lombard throws anything.
Lombard really trying to set up his left hand. He's corralling Palhares into that left hand. He's trying to use this lead hand, that right hand, to try to put him right in line for that left cross.
2 of the more intimidating guys on the roster in any division.
They've been in the weight room once or twice.
Not a whole lot of guys lining up to fight either one of these parties, especially Rousimar Palhares. Strong kick there for Lombard. He just wanted to compete in Australia. He didn't care who it was against.
Lombard really coming with pressure now, his right hook. But he's really trying to set up that left hand. There it is. Trying to bring him right into that cross is Lombard. Toquinho Palhares really trying to just use his leg game so far. And Lombard just landed a big left hand.
And Palhares is in survival mode here. And now it'll be interesting to see Palhares, a master, a magician on the ground. Hector Lombard in the goal.
Now Palhares needs to get his wits back here. Lombard in the very dangerous guard. Palhares. Palhares is bleeding outside that left eye. Lombard wants it back on the feet.
Well, guys, come on.
And Lombard wise to allow the Brazilian back to his feet. Under 2 minutes to go in unexpectedly fast-paced first round.
Hector Lombard, a world-class grappler on top of Toquinho, on top of Palhares. That's the kind of respect he has for Palhares' ground game.
And Lombard's starting to let those hands go. Oh, Palhares is down. He might be out. Palhares is out. Hector Lombard with an emphatic first-round knockout.
And that's what everybody has been waiting for from Hector Lombard. He came up here to the UFC with a tremendous amount of hype, and that's what we've all been waiting for. Hector Lombard getting it done with the striking. Tremendous performance.
And this is vintage Hector Lombard. The confidence on full display here tonight. You didn't see that at UFC 149. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hector Lombard. All right, the move of the fight is brought to you by Metro PCS. Wireless for all.
Here's Hector Lombard pressuring Palhares up against the cage. And it was his left hand that started it, and it was his left hand that finished it. Right there. Knockout from Hector Lombard.
And Lombard was trying to make his way into the crowd to get the Australian flag. Somebody threw it his way, and an adopted Australian in every sense. Hector Lombard getting it done. The official decision. When we return, it's the UFC on FX. What a way to get us started. The UFC on FX live from the Gold Coast Convention Center in Australia is sponsored by Bud Light. Here we go. This week on Fox NFL Sunday, Eli Manning and the Giants will take on Matt Ryan and the Falcons in a possible playoff preview, or Packers, Bears, Buccaneers, Saints, Redskins, Browns, or Vikings, Rams, or the Seahawks battle the Bills in Toronto, or Lions, Cardinals, or Panthers, Chargers. Coverage begins this week with the Fox NFL Sunday pregame show at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. So Hector Lombard has cracked his way into the UFC win column. Joe Martinez has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 3 minutes, 38 seconds. Round number one. Referee Mark Goddard calls a halt to the bout. Stoppage due to strikes. Your winner by TKO victory, Hector Lombard.
What an ovation, and rightfully so for your winner, Hector Lombard. Congratulations on your first UFC win.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Hey, listen up. I start my career here in this country. So all my winnings and every single fight, every single MMA fight goes to Australia.
We know you're a knockout artist through and through. We'll show the replay right now. Can you talk us through the finish there of Rousimar Palhares?
I would like to do that to Bisping. Bisping, where are you? Stop talking! I want to get my hands on you!
What does it mean for you to do this here in Australia and get your first UFC win in front of these faithful fans?
Man, like I said before, I actually started, my first MMA fight was on the Gold Coast, here in this city. And you know, getting my first win in the UFC, I believe I won the last fight, but getting my first win in the UFC, it means a lot.
Well, you put the middleweight division on notice here tonight. One more time.